Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well today. So I was a bit late for the session. Hope you're doing well today. So have a fresh day on the ears as usual. Uh, so uh, so my overall plan, I'm gonna show you now. Give me a sec. Uh, so if you see here, this 15 minutes chart, this is a levels of interest. I was looking for a failed breakdown, 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is the range, the base of the range. We saw at 7:30 we saw a failed breakdown on this one, but I missed it. So if I go here, I'm gonna show you which one I mean. So we had a failed breakdown right at this level. We see it was also in a level of interest, but it was also an overnight low, important low. But I missed that because I wasn't on the charts. And now I'm looking on two things. I'm looking either retracement of this level or this level, preferably this or this levels, one of these two, to do a fair breakdown here and take the long again. Or if we don't go down there, we keep up trending. I want to see the acceptance here above the POC and this level, which is the base of the range as I saw you above on the previous chart. So just waiting now in between. Nothing much to do for me. We see big sell now, neutralization, fresh neutralization, and see how it goes go. Nothing between. Had I taken this, it would have been successful because I would have probably entered around here at the first sell, attempt to sell. I would have taken my first profits either here or the VWAP here, which is the breakdown point. So if you see, just gonna bring up my tools. Mm, okay. Okay, so had I taken this one, I would have probably scaled out almost 90% to this one here, and I would have probably scaled out more at this point here, and then leave a runner. Had I not taken this, now I'm just waiting for these levels to revisit it, or this one, any of these. So just ranging now, nothing insane. Had I taken this, would have been probably a profit of about 17, 20 points. And I'm just waiting for the price. Usually price after the open revisit certain areas of interest because just in case the investors or the traders they miss the opportunity to enter. So usually price visits discount prices to give a second chance of re-entering. And probably this is what we're gonna do now. We have a recent rejection now at the POC, which is the 25th of March, of May, sorry. We saw rejection there. Regarding the high time frames, we had a small dive below the yearly 2 plus 2. This is a bearish now level. And as I was suspected yesterday, but I didn't tell anything. I didn't say anything. I was suspecting, since the price opened here, the first of the month, I was expecting price to revisit the monthly previous daily high to get some confirmation to go higher. On the weekly chart, so we're just confirming now the rejection from the monthly previous DVA high. On the weekly chart, the actually we see the price stopped right at the weekly previous DVA low, and now we're just struggling to go above the previous VWAP, which is right here. There's a confluence on the POC and on the weekly previous DVA low, VWAP, sorry. When I want to enter, it's right here, just at the value area low, you see the weekly. Anyway, there's a bull scenario today. The yearly plus two may cause some problems. We see on the TPO chart here, we open above, confirming the rejection from this area. And I will try to enter in this one. Sorry, this CVA low. Okay, we haven't gone far yet. So where I want to enter is just above this block, is the previous DVA low. It's a bit of a stretching, to be honest, but we'll see how it's going to pan out. We also said the quarterly was also like a rejection from the quarterly DVA high. There's a quite bullish scenarios for today. Unless price wants to spend some time in between those CVAs before it goes up. So that's it for today so far. Nothing much. That's why I need to I need to remind myself sometimes to be ready an hour before the market opens, because we still see some opportunities happening at 7:30 New York time. Not many. Most of them they happen during the opening hours because there's more volatility, but still you see sometimes we can miss things like this one. Uh, okay, there's nothing wrong about it. Okay, we all miss. We can't take every possible trade, uh, and the opportunities there keep coming. They're still happening sooner or later. So we just need to be patient and just take only A plus setups, quality setups. So nothing much. Just rather waiting. I'll try to comment some things I'm watching, some observations. Now market is trying to build a base, build the momentum at the VWAP and the previous day low. As we see, market has found good support at the base, cumulative delta base, and now I think it's going to pop up. Sometimes market does neutralization is called, just going back to neutralize the cumulative delta, confirm it, and then goes higher. Usually this is happening if there's a lot of selling orders and it just wants to reset. That's why I say there's no need to FOMO. Okay, of course, if you're a new trader, you're gonna have FOMO, but it's you need to be patient because the market always presents opportunities. So even if you miss one, just wait for the next one. There's no need to risk your capital in lower setups or setups that they haven't proven themselves to be profitable. We double tested the POC, didn't break it. So now we're either gonna see revisit of the DV high or a VWAP, and then we're going to start building up some pressure to break it. Or if the POC continues to hold, we're going to see a bigger fail down to these levels. As you can see on the heat map, we can see a lot of orders placed just above the POC. So the POC is here. You see how many sellers they are shorting this thing from the POC. Of course, this is liquidity is a target for the bulls, and they're not going to stop hunting it. So let's see how's it going to happen. Ninety percent of trading is waiting. So that's what we are doing now. That was Mancini's first target after the failed breakdown here. The next one is 75.65. This is the second one. The third one is the 75, 75, 75. There is the possibility of market to press quite high today. So there is a possibility to enter and cover this whole area of the previous DVA. And I think that's what the market wants to do. It wants to recover the yesterday's trading activity here in the DVA. And that's what I want really to exploit. And because we're at the close to the neutral, close to the base, there is still quite some space to recover up to the tops of the cumulative delta, which is 3000. That zone at 75, 73 is going to be a big test for the bulls as we are about to enter the previous range. Usually these are very strong support or resistance points. We see the bulls are trying to push, but quite some sellers. They keep cumulative delta low. I think market is going to keep grinding up until it finds probably this level and probably find some good rejection. We'll see. We're also now at the 1.5 weekly, which also like it's a good point to enter because we're at the lower extremes. This level, if we go up to here and we enter, is going to be just above the weekly DVA low and above the yearly +2. I'm going to show you what I mean here. This is derived from my high time frame chart very accurately. So we are trying to enter. This book is an old one, so there's a CVA low overlap, and now price is trying to accept the 1.5 and push to the DVA low. So this test is a big bearish area of the yearly plus 2 and the DVA low at the same time. And at the same time, it's also the yesterday's previous DVA low, the intraday, and here is our level. So this area, all this area is very, very bearish, this one. After that, things are start to clear up for the bulls, but the question is whether we're gonna go there. You see this selling order here, 550 contracts, insane. Yeah, this is the 550 contract I was telling before. This is DVA low, the weekly DVA low, this is the yearly plus 2. So it's normal to expect a lot of sellers here. For me, the ideal scenario would be these sellers to push the price right here, the support. I get the second entry. That would be ideal. At least today I'm starting my work 1 hour later, so we may actually get the chance to see something, actionable. Uh, by the way, guys, now that we have some time, uh, now that we have some time, I can bring you to the attention to our group community. Feel free to message me on Instagram if you want access. Uh, so it's based on usually like it's mostly for people I would say who trade likewise. Like for example, if you're using like high time frames and VWAPs, would be ideal to get some people that would trade fail breakdowns, but I know there are not many out there. But anyway, if you trade order flow, volume profiles, you're still more than welcome to come. So you can see here we have promo sections, giveaways that I spot around the internet. So we have welcome introduction to say a bit about myself. I have some user, general stuff, trading chart. This is like live trading chart with live trades or things I call on or things to discuss. So we have my space, which is usually my preps, my daily preps. You see I post every day my levels of interest and what I'm looking at. Trading reviews, you can see detailed trading reviews with screenshots, evaluations, I post every day. So we have here, which is a place where my live trading sessions are. There's a link, it's coming automatically. I have the weekly reviews. This is it's not very detailed, but I plan to do more detailed weekly reviews. There's a space where I post some things, like today I was reading the Tom Hogarth, The Exclusive Wins amazing book, and it says that if you really love trading, discipline comes naturally, and I strongly believe that. And then he says about like uh, that if you like if you've seen the movies The Secret or self help, if you listen to self help tapes, that the universe is a menu, and it reminded me the Mark Hutchinson Rewired program. I've listened dozens of times. It's a nice program which trains you to rewire your brain and forget all these beliefs that we were trained to believe since we were like a young, children, and that which is nothing wrong with that. It just that's not suitable for trading, because trading goes against everything we were taught up to date. So we need to rewire our program, try to rewire our brain to become successful traders. And in that with a wired program, there is like a section which it says just believe in your trading, and then you only successful is inevitable. And he presents a whole menu like you go in the restaurant, and he present a menu, so he called life menu. And so he has, instead of food dishes, it has like things you can succeed in life. So it's like a life menu. And then you just have to pick which one you really want to order, you know, in parentheses. And then you just believe in it, and then you can achieve it. And just remind me this life menu here. Um, this is space for two of my other very good traders. I just gave them their own space so I can do the prep, reviews, and notes. So we have here our trading process, some things about journaling, reviewing monthly and weekly. This is where I'm going to post my reviews. My strategy, a few things about my strategy, my criteria, everything detailed as you see, what I'm looking at. Another second actually strategy, it's not my main strategy, but another strategy I've used is the breakout and retest. Very powerful. Also, like I took the time today and post everything about it. Then we have the community prep, trades, reviews, a library. I have a link here with over 2,000 trading books free to download. I'm going to be posting more. Uh, I'm going to post more also. There is a lot of there out on LinkedIn, trading job posts. You can see many companies, trading companies, hedge funds are looking for traders. So this is something to look at for the future. Personal goals, professional goals. Prop firm industry, have just a section just for the prop firm industry. Here is we have a forum about the prop firms, so which we think are more reliable in payouts, which are less. Some prop firm very popular prop firm traders very successful. Some of them they even made 2 million on payouts, so it's worth on following them. Here is some automatic posts that come from the successful prop firm traders. Some prop giveaways. As I spot them on the Twitter, there's a lot of them. I actually the other day won one of them, so I got a free Tradify account. I think it was, let me see. Yeah, I think it was this one. I got from Funny Trader 50k account, Tradify, not bad. So we have share if you happen to be a Greek as well, you will have a dedication section just for the Greeks, so we can talk Greek if you wish. Then we have our own accountability group, so you can have your own accountability partner and just say how you did today. If uh, if you stick to the plan, everything. Then we have another dedication about trading psychology, feed from trade psychology like Dan Martell and other ones like Brett Steenbarger, probably you know him as well. This is another trader, which is also a really nice coach, Sarah George. We have constant feed from the post. We have supporting material with Rewired from Mark Hutchinson and other stuff. We have another scientific approach, how scientific approaches the psychology, some really good stuff in there. And then we have life psychology sessions. So for someone who is dedicated to and he wants to work with us to improve his psychology, we can do like one-to-one, like weekly sessions. So here, this is our space. We have a space for mentorship. So someone who is just learning how to trade, he can get our mentorship, and on a weekly basis, we can do, of course, the psychology, but we can do also live mentorship sessions per week and see his or her progress. Uh, some support. Here you can see we have dedicated space for general questions, trading, Sierra chart support about the platform, some resources. You can see here the Magnus Opus, the Magnus Opus from Lance Bridgestein. The whole course is there, and other courses, of course, and links. Trading and AI. There's some really good stuff about the new TradeZilla AI companion, which is really powerful stuff. And another some ways to use cloud to actually evaluate your trades, which is really nice stuff. I haven't gone into the cloud yet because I use TradeZilla, but it's something interesting. If you want something free, you can probably build your own stuff. And here we have live social feeds, social medias. We have Machinis, which I follow every day. Updates, real updates on the market. Really good trader. He's not very well known, but he's an amazing trader. He's more on the technical side though, but his levels are very, very precise. Traders' opinion, Trade Pro Academy, you see everything they post, just come straight in. From Apteros, you see YouTube channels, you see here Bookmap channels, Bookmap, we have Chat Fanatics, we have all these major Ninja Trader, Trader Tom, which is the trader Tom Hogarth. He trades live, so we post here everything. Entrepreneurship. This is really this a nice guy, Aaron Knightley, very nice entrepreneur who is always say real gems in his videos. Now we have Twitter for news from the Wall Street Journal, Financial Times, Kobayashi Letter, and so on. We have the straight from the page some links, Federal Reserve, whoever who's interested in following them. It's more on the fundamental side, but okay. Then we have some about indices, more fundamentals about the Walter Bank Group. You can see here Ryan Tedrick, who is usually comments on the S&P. There are some live feeds from the crude oil industry, someone who trades crude oil or other assets, commodities. It's live updates, they keep coming, you see. From Tracy Suhart, Global Energy, you can see. And there's a last one, there's a news feed. So it's like a kind of like a, you can say it, it's kind of like a, the live Squeak you know. So it's like a Squawk, it's actually like just brings you live feedback from the around the world, what's going on, news, whatever, anything. So it's I find it very useful. There is a lot of stuff to put still in there. We're just building it over time, and but we are turning it into something amazing. So feel free to message me on the Instagram if you're interested, and we can take it from there. And you can join this amazing community. Anyway, that's it about the our community. There's also, uh, sorry, I forgot to mention, there's also our site, which is still, it's called Hyperion Tradings. This is our site. Here are some of my certificates with passing past challenges. I have many more, I didn't want to post all of them. So it's our hyperionTradings.com. Feel free to visit. This is the home page. There's a blog page, which I didn't have to develop as much as I wanted. Some of my trades and some articles. Uh, I plan to develop more. Just struggling at a bit of because I don't have limited time with my full-time work and full-time trading. But yeah, you can see here you can talk with us about joining the Discord community, or if you're interested in the one-to-one mentorship. Here is some RSS feed from the markets, besides the community ones. This is from the state from the internet. A few things about me, so you know what's my strategy, what I'm looking at, a bit of things about me. We have a gallery, which is here is gonna be. You can see if you want to see just the trade, you can just log in here and see everything. Currently, I haven't updated this. This is from the early May, this is from last month. I don't really keep updated, but this is something to keep updated. My blog, especially with articles, have a lot of stuff to write in and let the traders just become better. There's a lot of material is going to come up on this site. I'm mostly focused now on the trading community, which becomes bigger and bigger every day. There's a lot of stuff going on there. So it's something to consider if you want. Feel free. So that's all about us. Now let's go back into the session. Nothing really is happening. We're trying to break above the POC, slowly grinding, while the cumulative delta is going down, you can see. So we have a divergence here. So while the price is going up, the cumulative delta is going down, which means we're gonna pop up at some point. The buyers are strong, are holding despite the negative cumulative delta. Cumulative delta is the orders coming. There's selling pressure, but the buyers are still holding. So it means that the buyers are still strong. Some people, they use this technique to place orders. So for example, like someone who sees the divergence here. Okay, here at this point we're still on the neutral here. Someone who sees a divergence going here, he could use as a going X, he could use to take that long and enter here based on the divergence alone. But I don't follow this strategy. Just to mention that some people trade this way. For me particularly, as I said, I take only failed breakdowns, liquidity sweeps, because as I realized, these are very powerful and they're very reliable over the time. No, we're just waiting. There's nothing to do. we can see here, let me see, we can see here that we actually have been accepted above the previous VWAP. We see repeated absorption here from the order flow. So we have been accepted. It's just now it's a matter of time before, you know, we go to the upside. I don't enter my trade. In theory, I could have been another strategy to take the CVA low to the POC, but I'm aware that these are very bearish confluence here, and this is not a place to enter according to my failing breakdown strategy. So I'm just doing nothing for now. Okay, now we see some volatility start picking up. Let's see. We didn't have any volatility yet. Usually after the open we have some moments with big volatility. We hadn't seen so far yet. Just the price is just grinding up. We may see the volatility picking up if we manage the cumulative delta to reclaim the base. Start picking up. Let's see, now it's volatility is picking up a bit. As I said, I could have taken in theory this trade from the POC and EVA high. It would have been valid strategy. I just decided not to take because it's not part of my strategy. I used to trade in the past CVA highs to CVA lows, and I found they are also very consistent. In fact, I think there is kind of 75% accuracy, 75 to 60% accuracy is to for the price if accepted within the CVA to test the POC. Let's see. If we get accepted within the range, my attempt along. You see the buyers now are just ripping uh, through the orders. We see now we have some more limit orders here. They broke the 500 orders below. They were here. Now we're at another level with 3 consecutive. This one is here, which is the previous day low. This is, and this is just below the POC. Here's a POC. So you see. What I want to see is acceptance at this level here. We see now how the buyers, how the sellers reloaded. They took the limit orders and they just reloaded, and now they just realized they're not going to keep the level, so just took the limit orders out and prefer to stack up here on the top. For the other, they create a block. Nothing much really. It's a very choppy day. Just slowly grinding. Nothing much. I really want to see some acceptance here so I can take a trade. See, it may take probably half an hour more before we reach that level. So we see now rejection from the previous DVA low, which is also the weekly DVA low. Now probably we're gonna see a retest of the 25th of May 7560 POC, most likely. Cumulative delta turned red. They couldn't break above the base, which means that the sellers are slowly regaining control. The buyers are still holding, so we don't see big drop downs. So that's why we see the grinding up. Is the sellers that actually are just pushing down. That's why we don't see the sellers, big volatility days. Yeah, we saw a pullback, but we didn't see a pullback right at the bulk. We saw a pullback at the 1.5. So the buyers, they're not only they're absorbing everything coming their way, but they're trying to push higher, which is a good sign for us. That morning opportunity was really nice. Like if you see here, that opportunity was that one right here at the bottom of the. So right now, in theory, I could have taken this trade to the backtest of this level. Here is the level of the top of the shelf that we are approaching now. So in theory, I could have taken this one up to this point, which is about 30 points. And that would be amazing. Anyway, from tomorrow, probably my session, I'm gonna start watching things at uh, 1 hour before the market opens. Actually, that was 2 hours before the market opens. So I may need to place probably some kind of alerts. There is a system alert, who's a guy Verilo called from YouTube, has his own study which you can place alerts. And it worked in the past, and I was trying to reinstall it, and for some reason it's not working. So I need to find why it's not working. And to be honest, like I'm tired of all these kind of things, trying to get stuff work or it doesn't work or whatever. So I'm gonna do some tests now. Yeah, I still haven't received anything, so I don't know what's going on. So we can see the market now is we can see the market now is pushing to break the previous DVA low. No entry for us yet. Might have to go in 15-20 minutes, but let's see if we can do something until then. Cumulative delta reached the -2.5 only already. Yeah, I was just reading now that Sierra chart, Sierra chart, they used to have Telegram alerts, but because they have connectivity issues, they actually have introduced another method, which you use the NTFY. It's the first time I hear about it. Application just for the mobile, so it's good stuff. And if you want like just the platform, there's like a chat ID you need. So I'm gonna see if I can set it up tomorrow. So I don't want to lose any trades if I am in the house or my computer and doing other stuff. I don't want to miss any entries like today. So I'm gonna see if I can set it up tomorrow and get it up to work. It shouldn't be much complicated. I think I've tried in the past with the chat ID and it was actually working. But since I could do on Telegram, I said like I'm gonna try Telegram. But now since the Telegram's not working either, so what can I say? You see some buyers now. You can see the blue line. It's limit order is bullish as I try to push higher. They got taken out. There is a lot of selling absorption there now. Buyers are really trying to break that previous DVA low and then DVA low. As I said, it's gonna take time. I think we're gonna reach there. And to be honest, probably I'm gonna set a limit order. If we don't go within the probably 5-10 minutes, just gonna set the limit order. We're getting there now, so I'm just gonna get ready. You can see here how all the sellers are getting absorbed. Now they try to build to push buyers coming in. You can see the buyers here who are building up, trying to break the limit orders. And you can see the same thing right here. You can see the sellers absorbed after the triple top of the DVA low, and now buyers are stepping in. So they're really trying to push to break. Here now we see big rejection. If we retest the CVA low, if we retest this area again, DVA high or CVA low, may attempt to take the long, maybe with lesser size. That's only on my Tradify account, not on the other ones. Let's see. Okay, re-entering, setting my targets to the DVA high. Stop loss below the CVA low and the weekly previous DVA VWAP. About 1-to-1 trade. Reduced. Actually, I'm gonna be a little bit more bold here. I'll place my stop a bit more down. And I'm gonna take my profit, all my profit targets before the weekly. Yeah, I guess it is VWAP. And that's about, let's see, that's about 2.5 RR, which is alright. Let's see if the buyers are gonna step in again. I hope they haven't given up. No. Let's see, buyers a bit weak. They're trying to retest. I've seen some buy activity, just volatility has dropped. Yeah, I've actually placed my targets. I decided to place my targets. I'm gonna show you now. Right here, just below the CVA high. Which I believe since we accepted within the CVA high, there is a high chance we're gonna go higher. DVA high holds for now at least. There is however big rejection from the previous DVA low, so we need to consider that. DVA low rejects it, so I think I'm going to close the trade as well. I'm not sure. This is commodity delta that they're trying to buy. Let's see, there's going to be some buyers. So. Okay, I added some more because I see we backtested the DVA high with some good. Let's see if we're gonna go up. So I decided to lower my expectations to the POC. And I added some more, so gonna be the same amount of, and just gonna be on the POC. That's providing we're gonna break the weekly previous DVA low. Let's see. Buyers are coming in, or trying at least. I'm watching at the same time, I'm watching the order flow, sorry, the heat map. There is some liquidity that buyers are trying to grab. This is some rejection, they keep pushing. Let's see. I'm good on profits, but I expect, because I see prices is keep testing the weekly DVA low, I expect that to break at some point. As you see, they keep pushing. The pullbacks are lower. Gonna go out a bit earlier. You see, I'm going to the second target now. I'm just gonna leave it running a bit. See if it's break. If it does, I'm just gonna flatten and cancel. I'm canceling. That's it. It may break, but I didn't want to leave many positions open. I have to go to work. I'm happy with my profits. So that's it for me today. Secondary trade, but it worked out in the end. Just gonna disconnect now. Probably it's gonna break, to be honest. But as you can see here, this is a trade I took. As I said, I wanted to retest this area. I saw the DVA high holding, took my first trade, then I saw a pullback, which gave me a really nice candle. I added to it, so I had with the 1 mini, and I just took a few 5-6 points of trade. I didn't want to risk anymore. And that's only on my trade account. I didn't trade at all the other one with the funding pips. Uh, all right, that's it for me. Just wrapping up. Go to work, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys.